So, good morning. Thanks for joining me as always, regardless of whether or not you're joining me live or on the playback. Always, always, always a pleasure to have the time to practice with you guys. We'll start in a seated posture, any posture that works for you. Now, sometimes I have to sort of take my time and work my way into my seated posture. And so I'll find a base that works first. I like kneeling. Many of you like to sit with legs crossed. It's the same thing as long as you feel comfortable from the waist up in the torso, especially. A lot of people, when they sit legs crossed, they have this engagement in the hip flexors and the psoas. So just find a base that works for you first, and then we'll just sort of breathe awareness up through the spine. I want to have a core that's engaged but not squeezing to maintain this vertical spine. And I feel more comfortable if I push shoulder blades into my back, open my chest, and set my chin, the bottom of my chin, parallel to the floor. And then this morning, as I exhale, I'm just going to take a moment, relax my neck, my head, my chest, my shoulders. I'll let my head and my chest sway side to side, forward and back. I'm going to relax my arms as well. Let my head fall. Alternate, maybe opening my chest. Oops. And rounding my spine. Once I've sort of explored a little bit of movement first, I'll come back towards center. And I'll maintain just a little bit of movement right and left, swaying the shoulders. And then I'll just go a little bit of movement forward and back. And I just like to move like this into my first round of stillness. It makes it a little bit easier for me. I'm also more comfortable with palms turned up. I really like thumbs touching pointer fingers. I'll take this last inhale. I'll rock my head back, open my chest. I'll hold that breath. And as I exhale, I'll roll back up to a vertical spine, and I'll remember core lightly engaged, belly button forward, shoulder blades pushing flat into the back, and the bottom of the chin parallel to the floor. And there I'll drop into stillness. And I'll just sort of let that stillness, this first stillness, just sort of roll over me in waves. And then as I maintain deliberate stillness, I'll notice that there are some things that never stop moving, namely the breath. And it's easy to say the breath, right? But that composes lots of little movements. So we'll stay there. We'll stay with the breath for just a moment. Once I slow myself down physically and slow myself down mentally and find my breath and find the deliberate, slow cycle of my breath, especially remembering the pauses between the respiratory movements, I can sort of push through that breath awareness and I can start to find cardiac awareness. I can start to feel my heartbeat. And often I feel it first in the chest. But once I have it, I can sort of feel the rhythm and I can start to feel my heartbeat out through my arms, into my wrist, all the way down into my fingertips, my toes. Sometimes I can hear it. So we'll sit then and we'll just find this sort of lovely symphony of movement that happens even in our stillness. We have all the respiratory movements. And then slightly deeper, we have the rhythm, the drumbeat of the heart. So we'll just take a moment and get to know ourselves like that. Excellent. And then regardless of what seat you have chosen, on the inhale, we'll extend both arms up. We'll bring the 10 fingertips together just above the head. Push those fingertips up as you exhale. Now we'll bend the elbows. We'll drop right elbow again, regardless of what seat you have. Sorry, right hand to left knee. We'll spin this left hand back behind the back. Maybe you're on the fingertips, maybe you're on the palm. It doesn't matter. We'll just use this right hand to pull on that left knee. Turn the gaze over the left shoulder. Excellent. And on the exhale, we'll turn back towards the front. Palms on the thighs for a moment. Shoulder blades go into the back. And again, regardless of what seat you have, we'll send the hands back, behind the back. We'll lace the hands. I'll lift these hands up off the seat. Open the chest. Push the heart up, lift the chin. I'm laughing because it feels so good. It's funny when we do these Zoom classes, I really get to practice, and it's not a sensation that I get in my classes much. So sometimes it actually surprises me how good it feels. I'm going to release. Hands down to the small of the back. Let the hands hang, slide the palms forward, set the palms on the thighs for a moment. And again, I'm going to start with just little movements, totally free form movements. You can go sideways, forward, back. You can round the spine, open. Maybe you want to make circles. Maybe you just want to dance. Any movement that feels right for you. And then we'll roll back up to a seat. We'll start with little movements forward and back. I'll use this inhale, open the chest, hold. Exhale, find a vertical spine, especially remember the chin parallel to the floor. Sit with your head high. And on this inhale, again, we'll extend the arms up above the head, bringing the 10 fingertips together instead of the palms, and then push those fingertips up. Hold that inhale. Exhale, you can bend the elbows if you like. And again, regardless of what seat you have, it's right hand back and it's left hand to right knee or right thigh. We'll turn the gaze back over the right shoulder. And we'll turn back towards the front. Again, both hands behind the back. We'll lace the fingers. Lift the hands off the seat. Open the chest. Lift your head, take a big inhale. Then as you exhale, release the hands and just make your way forward up onto all four. Set the palms and the fingers flat and just take a glance at each hand as you flatten the palms into the mat, and also the fingers flat, but the fingers stretched away from each other. And then the V that is made by the index and the middle finger of both hands, that the tips of those two fingers is what's turned towards the front. We'll also look for neutral wrist alignment. So we can bend the elbows a little bit. We can bend the elbows and then we'll rock a little bit over towards the right. And what that does is roll the right bone of both wrists down to the mat. So we have ulna, the head of the ulna in the right hand, the head of the radius in the left hand. What we want to do is isolate the feeling of one, and then we'll come back through straight arms all the way over towards the left side. And so that's the other bone of each wrist touching the mat. You can massage it a touch. We'll again come back through straight arms through the middle. We'll go one more time over to the right, bend the elbows, and just massage and feel what one bone isolated feels like. We'll come last time through straightened arms through the center, back over to the left. We'll push back this time, straighten the arms, round the spine, not quite a child's pose, not quite a cat pose, a little bit between the two. And in fact, on the inhale, we'll roll right up into that cat. Hold the spine round, hold the arms straight. And now we'll push into a tabletop posture instead of a cow. And we're going to check in again with the palms, the fingers, the hands, tip of index and middle finger turned forward, palms and fingers flat. Again, arms straight. And we want to feel both radius and ulna of both hands pushing into the mat. Then we'll grab the mat with the balls of the feet as well. We'll inhale to lift the head and the tailbone, find our cow pose. Exhale, push back through a stretch in the feet. All the way up to downward dog. Excellent. Take a moment in downward dog and warm up any way that feels right for you. I quite like to pedal the feet and sway the hips. Some people, really traditional yogis, like to stay still. Some people have some really cool, funky variations that they like. It's all good as long as you get the blood flowing in the hips and the legs, joints. We'll hang in this downward dog for a moment. While hanging here, again, bring your attention. We often forget the hands, the palms, the fingers. So bring your attention back to the hands, the palms, the fingers, and those two bones in the wrist, and make sure that they're both grounded. Before we lift the heels, we round the spine. We come forward on our inhale. We'll just drop the knees and the tops of the feet on the exhale. We'll let the hips sink and keep the head lifted. So this is a soft upward dog. Really stay relaxed in the glutes here. And again, check in with the palms and the fingers. Exhale, we'll round the spine. We'll push through cat. All the way back to a child's pose. Let your head hit the mat first. And then on the next inhale, push into the palms, straighten the arms, lift the head, open the chest. This is a seated cobra. Exhale, release, let the elbows bend, let the head come down to the mat. And so now we'll just really sink into our child's pose. Let yourself be as relaxed as you can here. Close your eyes. And check in with your breath. Excellent. We'll take one more big inhale. We'll walk these hands forward on the exhale. Again, an inhale here, straighten the arms, push the palms down, and we'll use the exhale to roll right up into a cat. Inhale now, we'll find a cow. Again, we'll grab the mat with the balls of the feet. And when my balls of the feet hit the mat, I can always just turn the tailbone up just a touch more with the balls of the feet on the mat. So we'll take an extra inhale here. And we'll exhale back through a stretch in the feet up to downward dog. Again, take a moment. Pedal the feet. Any movement that feels right for you is fine. And we'll center now the right foot. So on this inhale, we'll let this left foot slide back. And then up, we'll have knee straight, foot pointed, toes flexed. So think about pushing through the ball of the left foot. Up and back at about a 45-degree angle. We lift this left leg. And as you exhale, we'll bend left knee. We'll bring left foot forward outside of left hand. We'll squeeze left knee into left shoulder for just a moment. And again, we'll rock back and forth. And so again, we can isolate radius and ulna of both wrists, one at a time as we sway. We'll keep this left knee squeezed into the left shoulder as we go. We'll come back to the center. Inhale, sink right knee, top of right foot. I'll also push up onto index and middle finger of both hands. You might want to use fists or bricks. Hips then are low, head is high, shoulder blades again into the back. And just one time, we'll roll the palms down. We'll straighten that left leg. This becomes a half straddle. So as I inhale, again, I bend the left knee. I'll put the weight mostly on the left foot and the palms. I'll grab them out with the right foot, straighten that right leg. And use your exhale to slide the right knee forward and off towards the left side. So I'm sitting right knee behind left heel. Then I drop right glute down to the mat. And I spin right glute first, then left glute. And there's kind of a natural twisting that happens as right glute, then left glute comes down. Left hand wants to go back, so I'll let it. So we're set up now for a seated spinal twist. Inhale, lift right hand. Exhale, bend right elbow, drop right elbow to left knee and turn the gaze back over the left shoulder. Very nice. Big inhale here. Exhale, slowly turn back towards the front. We'll grab this left knee and we'll just unhook the left knee from the front of the right leg. So I'm sort of spinning. I'm just opening naturally. The left leg is turning towards the back. In fact, I'll slide this right foot. You see, I'm not facing back. I'm a little off the side of that. Right foot inside left thigh. Inhale, lift the head. And we'll take a forward fold. It's early in our practice, so we'll have this right knee stay bent. This is Dhanjanu Shishasana, and I'm leaving left hand off to the left side of left knee, and I'm just using right hand. Inhale, I'll lift a little bit. Exhale, I'll fold. And on this next inhale, just let this right hand slide on the left leg. Take a glance. Watch your fingers slide up. Slide up your leg. Good. We send right hand forward, not quite on the front of the mat, probably off the right front. Think now about the center of the pelvis, the center of the chest. Lift. We push into left heel, right knee, right hand. We open for a gate pose. So I'm kind of across my mat. Hopefully you are too. Inhale, we'll lift again. And as you exhale, we're going to bring that right glute right back down to the mat. And I'll spin this time my left foot back behind my left glute. My right femur is more or less parallel to the front edge of the mat, but it's not quite centered on the mat. I'm on my right hand, and I'll set left elbow now in front of right knee, then left forearm, left palm comes down. And so what I have is a different variation of a spinal twist going the other way. I'm pushing on this right palm and leaving this left elbow grounded and turning the gaze up over the right shoulder. This is a Z-sit variation. Good. Big inhale here. I'll push more on that right palm. I'll straighten right arm, then left, and I'll just slide both feet towards the front. I'll cross my legs this time. Not my favorite seat, but it works for what we're doing now. I'll turn the palms up to face the ceiling. I'll touch the thumbs lightly to the pointer fingers, and I'll just grab a few breaths. I feel grateful this morning. It's nice when I sit with my breath. Sometimes sort of underlying emotions come out. Gratitude is big this morning. Excellent. I'm going to turn the palms now to face the knees. I'll grab the knees. I'll rock back. As I do, I'll pull the feet up off the mat, turn the shins and the toes towards the front. So this becomes half boat. I'll extend my arms as well, push the shoulder blades into the back and lift the chin. And first I'll extend left leg. Then I'll bend that left leg again. And I'll extend right leg. I'll bend that right leg again. And I'll try extending both. So that becomes a full boat now. Good. We'll take an inhale here. As you exhale, set right hand off the mat. Bend the knees. Grab the knees with the left hand. Send the legs over to the left side. Palms forward, feet back. We can work our way right back up to downward dog. You can see I'm just taking a moment to dig into it, wiggling, moving any way that feels right. Stay conscious of the palms of the wrists of the fingers, radius and ulna, and all the knuckles of all the fingers. Use the inhale to lift the heels to round the spine. We'll go forward into plank. Exhale, knees and the top of the feet on the mat, but we keep the arms straight. So soft upward dog. And as you exhale, all the way back to a child's pose. Again, we'll drop the head hits the mat. We use this inhale to find that seated cobra. Inhale, lift the head open. Exhale, just release. Once your head hits the mat this time, just let that be like an off switch and just turn the power off on your body. Just drop into the stillness there. Excellent. So we'll start to slide the hands towards the front, straighten the arms, push into the palms, take an inhale here. Exhale, round the spine, find your cat pose. Use the palms to stretch the back, point the shoulder blades up. Inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone. Again, grab them out with the balls of the feet. Once those balls of the feet hit the mat, I always get a little bit more lift in the pelvis. Lift the head. Use your exhale to roll back to downward dog. Again, you can stay still, or you can rock. Good, and then if you're moving, we'll come back to center. Take a quick, just a mental glance at your fingers. Don't look, but make sure your palms, your fingers are flat, your wrists are even. And this time we'll slide right foot back and then lift. So we have three-legged dog on the right side. Again, the ball of the foot pointed up. So flex the toes down even as you point the foot. Big inhale, lift that right leg. And as you exhale, slow, bring the right foot forward outside the right hand. Squeeze the right knee into the right shoulder. Let yourself rock. Side to side. Keep that knee squeezed into the shoulder. As you exhale, now we come through center. We drop left knee, top of left foot. We'll find pointer and index finger of both hands. The hips then go forward. The shoulder blades going to the back. Neck stays more or less neutral as we lift the head. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten the right leg any amount for that half straddle. Very nice. So as we inhale, we come back towards the front. We bend the right knee. Set the right foot flat. Set both palms flat. Grab the mat with the ball of the left foot. Inhale, extend left leg. Exhale, slide that left knee to where it's pretty close to the outside of the right heel. Then spin left glute down, and there's a pretty natural movement as right glute comes down, right hand goes back. Inhale, extend left arm up. We have Ardha Matsyendrasana, left elbow to right knee. We turn the gaze back over the right shoulder. Nice seated spinal twist. Excellent. Inhale here. Exhale, turn back towards the front. Grab this right knee with the right hand. Uncross that right leg. So we're turning more towards the back. Then slide the left foot in to the right thigh. We'll inhale as we lift the head. Turn the belly button towards the right toes. Leave the right hand off to the right side of the right knee. Exhale. Send that left hand forward to bind anywhere that you like on your right foot. And what that does is shifts this back stretch to just the left side of the back, which feels nice to alternate, stretching one side and the other, but also keeps it a little bit safer as we're early in our practice. We don't want to load that lower back too much. Inhale, I like to lift. And as I exhale, I'll sink right back into it. We'll take another inhale here, and on the exhale, again, let this left hand slide up the right leg. Just let your eyes follow the fingertips as your left hand slides up your right leg. Very nice. Now left hand spins forward, probably off the side of the mat. We'll push on right heel, left knee, left hand. We'll think about the center of the hips, the center of the heart, and we'll lift. And this becomes a big chest opening gate pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop left glute right back down to where it was. This time, bend that right knee so the right foot comes behind the right glute. My femur, again, parallel to the front of the mat, but I am not centered. I'm a little bit off the side. I'll set now right elbow in front of left knee. I'll set this left palm flat, and I'll take this spinal twist by pushing on that left palm and turning the gaze up over the left shoulder. Big inhale here. As I exhale, I push on the left palm, I straighten the right arm. And I'll just spin back towards the front, across the legs. Maybe, hopefully the legs are across the other way this time. Again, palms turned up to face the ceiling. We'll touch thumbs, the pointer fingers will straighten the neck. We'll lift the crown of the head. We'll just grab a few breaths here. No particular rush this morning. Good. Turn the palms now. Grab the knees, we'll rock the head, the chest, the shoulders back. We'll lift the feet, bring the knees together, point the toes towards the front. We're going to pause here for a moment, and then we're going to take a shoulder stand variation. So stay here for a moment, just listen. So instead of a shoulder, typically a shoulder stand is a straight line from the shoulders to the toes. And that's really good if you're warmed up or not so warmed up. So what we're going to do actually is take a shoulder stand that's going to have about a 90-degree bend in the hips, so that the toes will be hanging more over the head and the glutes will be pushing back. We'll take another inhale here, and you can follow me to get there. We'll bend the elbows, we'll bring the elbows down, we'll lift the hips, and there's that bend I was talking about in the hips. And actually, I'm rocking my tailbone back so that my hips really sit on my palms. I'm keeping my knees straight, but my body is not at all in a straight line. A little bit of a softer shoulder standing variation. We get an inversion, not too much of a forward fold because we're keeping the feet well lifted from the head, not too much of a strain on the neck or the back. We have this nice bend in the hips, but we do get a little inversion early in our practice, which is nice. Take another big inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll release, we'll bend those knees. We're going to rock slow and smooth right back up to a seat. The feet don't touch the mat. In fact, we grab both knees with left hand this time. We set right hand on the mat, and we spin the knees, I think, the other way to roll back up. All four first, palms and fingers flat. Grab the mat with the balls of the feet. Inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone. There's your cow pose. Use the balls of the feet to rock the hips up as you lift the head. And as you exhale, we'll push back through downward dog. Each time I roll through downward dog, it feels more comfortable. Hopefully that's the case for you. So that means I need less sort of movement to isolate, stretching one leg and then the other. And soon I'll be able to drop right into stillness there. This time on the inhale, we'll round the spine. We'll go forward to plank. We'll use Ashtangasana, which means knees, chest, chin, palms and toes touching the mat. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, set yourself flat. Inhale, roll up through cobra. Exhale, right back to downward dog. If you feel like you can, we'll straighten the legs. Just 2 breaths here. Try stillness. On the inhale, we'll bend the knees. As you exhale, just 1 step left foot forward between the hands, right away up onto pointer and index finger, both hands straighten the arms. Hold a straight line from right heel to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, we're just going to lift this left hand. We'll turn the left palm to face the left side of the room. And again, we'll stay on index and middle finger of left hand. We'll spin the right heel down and we'll extend the right arm up. And now the right palm faces that same wall. So the right palm turned back to face the back. This is a side angle variation. Big inhale, lift this right hand. Exhale, bend right knee as you drop right hand, drop right knee down to mat, and let right hand slide back to front, and it will grab left hand as it goes forward. Straighten the spine, hips forward and down, head, chest, shoulders, fingertips high. So we have a Kapyasana. Big inhale, open your chest if it feels nice. And as you exhale, spin right elbow to left knee. Put this right palm in front of the left shoulder and let the left palm come up and find it. So the hands start in front of that shoulder. I'll use my exhale to drive the hands to the center of the chest. Excellent. Inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll let this right hand slide off this left knee. We'll spin the right arm back as the left hand goes forward. And as that movement happens, the hips rock back as well. And we have more or less a straight line from the right knee to the crown of the head. We'll have this right hand stay back. And then we're going to kind of break that straight line by pushing the hips forward. And this becomes then half warrior two. Inhale here, lengthen your arms. Exhale, just drop your hands, turn your chest and your hips to face the front. Release the fingers behind the back. Lift the hands off the seat. Again, we'll open the chest. Push the heart up, push the chin up. Exhale, release, let the hands come down and frame the left foot. One hand on either side of left foot. We'll grab the mat with the ball of the right foot. Inhale, straighten right leg. Exhale, slide this left foot back. Right back to downward dog. Maybe you can step right into stillness. I couldn't there. You'll notice I did a few little steps. But now I'll push back. I'll take this little stretch in the back that downward dog provides, stretching the hamstrings and the calves as well. Inhale, I'll lift the heels slow around the spine. I'll push forward into plank. Exhale again, Ashtangasana, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, set yourself flat. Inhale, we'll roll up through cobra, no stop, all the way back. One smooth movement. Right back to downward dog. And again, we'll try for stillness. We'll go 2 breaths. We'll use the next inhale to bend the knees. We'll send the gaze forward. We'll use the exhale to step right foot forward between the hands right away. Index and pointer finger of both hands. Straight line from the left heel to the head. And so first, we just float that right hand just enough to turn the right palm to face off the right side. We stay on pointer and index finger, but the palm is facing out now. Then we spin the left heel down and we slowly extend this left arm up. Again, the left palm facing behind the back. So again, we have that side angle variation. It's tempting to have the left palm facing forward, but we won't. We'll turn it back. Big inhale, lift that left hand as you exhale, bend left knee, drop left hand. Let left hand slide front to back. It will bring right hand with it as we push up to Kapiasana, where we find that straight line. Then we push hips forward, open the chest. Lift the chin. Big chest opener here. Get an inhale. Exhale, bend left elbow, spin left elbow to right knee. Again, left hand weights in front of the right shoulder, right palm comes up to join it. Then we push into that spinal twist. And we turn the gaze up over the right shoulder. Big inhale here. And as we exhale, just let this left arm slide off the right knee. It slides all the way back. Again, we have that straight line first. We follow the left hand back. We have a straight line from left knee to the head. And then we push the hips forward into half warrior two. I have these little tics that have developed in my classes when I get stuck on a word. I don't know when that started happening, but I don't know, maybe you guys didn't notice. Hips go forward. We have arms parallel, so half warrior two first. We'll have an inhale. We'll lift the head. We'll extend the arms away. As you exhale, just relax those hands. Let the hands come down behind the back. And there's a little shifting as the hips and the chest face to front. We'll grab the hands behind the back. We'll open and lift. Good. Big inhale. Exhale. Release. Let the hands find the mat. Grab the mat with the ball of the left foot. Inhale here. Straighten left leg as you exhale. We slide back to downward dog. We'll step right into stillness. And then we'll rock forward into plank. You can use chaturanga if you like. I'm having elbow issues, so I'm not doing chaturanga. You can do chaturanga or ashtangasana, which means you'll either roll through cobra or upward dog, depending on what's going on, depending on what you feel like. And then again, you have a choice. You can push back to downward dog, or you can push back to a child's pose. So if you're not in a downward dog, that's where we'll all meet. We'll meet in downward dog. We'll take a bend in the knees. We'll send the gaze forward for the inhale. As you exhale, hop or walk 2 feet, come to the front. Inhale, lift the back. Exhale, fold. You can take a bend in the knees. I'm actually going to grab the heels with both hands. I'll take a slight bend and we'll just pull into a standing forward fold. We'll use the next inhale to float all the way up onto the balls of feet. Lift the hands, lift the heels. And as you exhale, we'll drop the heels down to the mat. We'll drop the hands down to the center of the chest. We'll just pause for a moment and you can let yourself rock forward and back on the balls of the feet and the heels. On your inhale, we'll extend the arms. We'll lift the hands and open. And on your exhale, we'll fold. We'll slide right foot back. Big inhale here. Exhale now, nice and slow. We'll have crescent lunge. Inhale, lift the left heel. Open the chest, bend the elbows. Exhale, fold forward and let left foot slide. Inhale, plank. Exhale, your choice, chaturanga or ashtangasana. And again, that's going to mean you push through cobra or downward dog to roll back, cobra or upward dog to roll back to downward dog. We'll all meet in downward dog and we'll go 2 breaths in downward dog. And then on the inhale, we'll lift right leg. One big movement as we take one exhale, right foot forward, the same exhale up to crescent lunge. On the very next inhale, lift right heel, open the chest, hold that inhale. Exhale, fold, set the palms flat. Inhale, head forward. Exhale, drag the back leg as 2 feet come together. In, lift halfway. Out, fold. In, all the way up to the tips of the toes. Lift the head, lift the heels. Use your exhale to drag your hands down to the center of the chest. We'll just stand completely still this time. We'll use this inhale to extend the arms, to lift the hands and open. We'll use this exhale to bend the knees and fold. Inhale, step left foot back. Exhale, slow crescent lunge. Big inhale, open the chest with bent elbows. Hold that inhale, lift the right heel. Exhale, fold. It's one exhale, we slide that right foot. Inhale, we go forward through plank. Again, you have your choice here, ashtangasana or chaturanga, which means either a cobra or an upward. And we push back and we all meet in downward dog. So we'll go 2 breaths in downward dog. And we'll start the left side on the inhale. We'll lift the left leg. Exhale, left foot forward, and we push that same exhale all the way up to crescent lunge. Very next inhale, lift left heel, open the chest. Exhale, fold hands to the mat. Inhale, head forward. Exhale, drag right foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Let the hands now slide all the way up to the balls. The feet will lift. We'll hold the inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. On the very next inhale, we'll go right back to right side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot, inhale. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, lift heel, open chest, hold. Exhale, fold, and let left foot slide. Inhale, plank. Exhale, your choice, Ashtangasana or Chaturanga, which means we work through Cobra or Upward Dog to find ourselves in Downward Dog. And once you get to Downward Dog, it's the very next inhale. Lift right leg. Exhale, right foot forward, same. Exhale, crescent lunge. Very next inhale, open and hold. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head forward. Exhale, back foot, 2 feet together. In, lift. Out, fold. All the way up. Balls of the feet, lift. And we'll just drop the heels to the mat. We'll bring the hands to heart. Again, right away we go left side this time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, lift right heel, open chest. Exhale, fold and slide right foot. Inhale, plank. Your choice, Chaturanga or Ashtangasana. Take your time and work with the breath. Again, that means your choice. Cobra or Upward Dog all the way back to Downward Dog. And don't wait for me on your inhale, lift left leg. As you exhale, left foot forward, crescent lunge. Inhale, lift left heel, open the chest. Exhale, fold the hands to the mat. Inhale, head forward. Exhale, drag back foot, 2 feet come together. Again, lift on the inhale. Fold as you exhale all the way up. Inhale, lift the heels, lift the hands, hold. Exhale, hands to the heart. We'll keep moving. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, lift left heel open. Exhale, fold and slide. Inhale, plank. Knees, chest, chin. Lift. Set yourself flat. Right through Cobra as we inhale. All the way back to Downward Dog. Again, don't wait for me. It's the first inhale, lift right leg. Exhale, right foot forward, crescent lunge. On the inhale, lift the heel, open the chest, bend the elbows, and hold the breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head forward. Exhale, back foot, 2 feet together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. All the way up onto the balls of the feet. Lift the hands, lift the heels. Exhale, hands to the heart. Just pausing as we inhale, we lift the hands, we open. As we exhale, we fold. It's left foot this time. Inhale. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, lift that right heel. Open the chest. Exhale, fold and slide right foot. Inhale, plank. Your choice. Ashtangasana, Chaturanga, it's all the same. Your choice, Cobra or Upward Dog. Just to push back to Downward Dog, we arrive on the exhale, which means on the inhale, it's a left leg. One big, slow exhale, left foot forward. Crescent lunge gets an inhale and a hold. Exhale, we fold. Head forward and back foot. 2 feet come together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. All the way up onto the balls of feet. Lift the hands, lift the heels. Drag the hands down to the center of the chest. And as you do, drop your heels to the mat. Open your mouth. Big exhale here. We'll just start with the palms at the center of the chest. And we'll just take a moment. Drop into stillness. Good. On your inhale now, extend your arms, lift your hands, open your chest as you exhale, fold slow, drop your hands to the mat. Inhale, step left foot back this time. And as you exhale, let the hands slide. We push back up to crescent lunge, and this time we're just going to give it a few breaths here. We'll push our left heel back, straighten our left knee, spin the head of the left femur forward, and set the bottom of your jaw parallel to the floor. Push into the ball of the foot, lift the right heel, open the chest, big inhale, we'll hold. As you exhale, we spin right heel down, then left heel goes down. We just pivot the chest to go back. So we open into Warrior Two, we'll spin the gaze back with the left hand. So we're just looking back in our Warrior Two. We'll turn the left palm up to face the ceiling, inhale here. Exhale, keep the gaze on the left palm as we bend right elbow. We set right elbow on right knee and we lift and extend that left palm forward and up so we have a supported side angle. Extend that left hand forward and up. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, we straighten the right leg and we'll set this left hand now. Either it can be right on the inside of the right foot, it can be on the right foot, or to the right side of the right foot. We'll slowly extend now, right arm up. So this becomes a revolved triangle. If you want, the gaze can go up to the right hand. Big inhale, lift that right hand. Exhale now, bend right knee. We'll push the right knee forward. We'll drop the right shoulder to the right knee and the right hand to the small of the back. Spin the left hand back into the palm of the right hand. Leave that right shoulder on the right knee and extend the arms forward and up. And that becomes a humble warrior. Big inhale, push the hands forward. As you exhale, we'll just release the hands. We'll drop the palms flat. We'll peel the left heel off the mat. Straighten this right leg any amount, just for a pyramid variation. Nice hamstring stretch. Inhale, bend the right knee. And exhale. Again, we inhale, we come forward. Exhale, slide this right foot back. Push right back to downward dog. And there's that stillness we've been looking for. No movement in downward dog. We'll just hang. Drop into the stillness. Inhale, release the heels, will round the spine. We'll go head, chest, shoulders forward. We'll find plank. Exhale, drop the knees, then the chest, then the chin. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, set yourself flat. Inhale, lift through. Cobra all the way back to downward dog. Bend the knees in downward dog. We'll take a gaze forward. Your choice now. Hop or walk the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Let the hands now slide. Back to front, we'll roll all the way up onto the ball of the feet. We'll lift the hands and lift the heels. We'll hold there, heels high, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, open your mouth, drag your hands down to the center of the chest. Inhale now. Extend the arms open. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, step right foot back. Nice and slow. Exhale, crescent lunge. We have a few breaths here. Right heel goes back, right knee gets straight, the right hip gets spun forward. Bottom of the chin parallel to the floor. Try closing your eyes here. On the inhale, now we'll lift the left heel, we'll open the chest, we'll hold that inhale. As you exhale, spin left heel down, left elbow forward, right heel down, right arm back. Right hand goes back, left hand goes forward. We turn the gaze back to the right hand. So we have warrior two, but we're looking back this time. So turn the right palm up to face the ceiling. We'll have an inhale here. Exhale, hold the gaze in the right palm. As you bend left elbow, lean head, chest, shoulders forward. Push. Right hand. Forward and up. So there's that side angle. We take an inhale here. Exhale, just straighten the left leg. Set the right hand wherever you'd like. Right hand to the right side of the left foot is going to be a little easier. Hand on the right foot is going to be a little more intermediate. And off to the left side of that left foot is going to give a nice deep stretch in our revolves triangle. It's up to you, whatever you want. Left hand goes up. Big inhale here. Exhale, we bend left knee, we push left knee forward. We set left hand on the small of the back, the palm facing up. Leave the feet flat, set the left shoulder on the left knee, spin the right hand back. We'll bind the hands and push the hands forward. So there's our humble warrior. Push the hands forward. Big inhale here. Exhale, we release the hands. We'll straighten that left leg as we peel right heel off the mat. We'll find that inhale, bend the left knee, push the left knee forward. Exhale, we'll push back. Inhale, we go forward. Exhale, we go back. One more big inhale, we come forward. As you exhale, set your palms flat. We'll slide that left foot back. Inhale, we'll lift the heels around the spine. We'll go forward. Exhale, drop your knees, sink your hips, keep your arms straight. We lift the head for an inhale here. Exhale, we'll push back into a child's pose. We'll just take a few breaths here in a child's pose. As we exhale, we'll just let the hands slide. Roll up to any seat that works for you. Let's just take a few breaths in your comfortable seated posture. And we'll just breathe. And then since we're on our knees, we'll just shift the hips down from one side to the other. We'll bring the feet forward. We'll keep the knees bent. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, fold. So we take a forward fold with bent knees this morning. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, roll back up towards seat. We'll just let the hands slide on the knees. We'll grab the knees, one knee with each hand. We'll roll back onto our back. Bring the knees together. Massage the back just for a moment. And then we'll grab both knees with right hand. We'll extend left arm out to the left side. As you inhale, we'll rock knees over to the left. I'm pushing hard on the back of my left hand now. So as I exhale, I roll. Into my spinal twist. Take another 2 inhales here. And as you take the second exhale, extend the right leg out flat on the mat. Keep the left knee bent. Keep the right hand on the left knee. Roll the hips back down to the mat. We'll just grab just the left knee now and rock. And now again, we'll bend both knees. Bring the knees together. Excellent. I'll extend the right arm out to the right side. And we push again hard on the back of the right hand. We'll have this left hand on the knees. We'll rock over to the right side for the inhale as we exhale. Now we turn into our spinal twist. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale again to come out, we just extend the left leg out flat on the mat. We'll hold this left hand on the right knee as we rock back down. We'll keep this right knee bent and just massage the back. And we'll extend both legs out flat on the mat. Palms facing the ceiling. Check in with your shoulder blades. Make sure your shoulder blades are under the shoulders. That opens the chest a little bit. And this last thing is very important. We have a tendency to sort of set ourselves with the chin on the chest. So lift the point of the chin up towards the ceiling. And that just gives us a nice open airway. And so now we'll just sink into the stillness. So let the stillness just sort of wash over you in waves. Rolling up from the toes, over the front of the body, all the way up through the head. And then just give yourself completely to stillness, and I'll call you back here after 3 minutes. just draw the awareness back down into the body just by becoming aware of the breath first. Push that breath awareness out into the whole body. And as you do, we'll just start to move the fingers, toes, and the arms and legs will start to move. Bend the knees as you extend the arms back beyond the back. And we'll just keep the knees bent and start rocking for a moment from side to side. And on your exhale, just roll off onto the left side. And as you do, slide the right hand to the floor just in front of the face. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, we'll push on that right palm. We'll just roll back up to a seat. So we'll finish as we always do. 5 more breaths, 5 more movements all together. Inhale, we extend the arms up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale here, pure love. Exhale, hands to the throat. Inhale here, pure communication. Exhale, hands to the forehead. Inhale here, pure awareness. As you exhale, we'll turn the palms up to face the ceiling. We'll set the hands just above the head like a halo. We'll take an inhale here. Enlightenment. As we exhale. Namaste.